You didn't just buy a motorcycle, you bought a dream. A symbol of power, elegance, and engineering perfection. But the real flex? It's not just owning a high-end motorcycle, it's maintaining it like a pro. Because true luxury isn't about what you ride, it's about how well you take care of it. And if you're ready to unlock the full potential of your machine and live that smooth, confident, wealthy lifestyle, then buckle up. Because in the next 15 minutes, you're about to become the kind of rider others aspire to be. The Spark, why maintenance is a wealthy rider's secret weapon. High-end motorcycles are precision instruments. Just like a luxury watch or an Italian suit, they demand attention to detail. Routine maintenance isn't a chore, it's a commitment to performance, safety, and status. It's the difference between riding and gliding. Every nut and bolt tells a story. A well-maintained bike doesn't just run smoother, it holds its value, turns heads, and whispers class wherever it goes. And here's the real kicker, pro-level maintenance extends your machine's lifespan because nothing says wealthy lifestyle like keeping your investment purring for years. But how do you do it? How do the pros keep their bike's showroom perfect? Let's dive in. 1. Cleanliness is confidence, wash like a detailer. This is your ritual. Washing your bike isn't just about looks, it's about protection and pride. Dirt, salt, and grime are silent killers that eat away at your investment. Use pH-balanced motorcycle-specific cleaners. Soft microfiber cloths. No pressure washers, this isn't a car wash. When you wash your bike with care, you spot problems before they happen. A missing bolt. A leak. A crack. Clean bikes talk to you. And let's be honest, nothing feels better than walking up to your garage and seeing your bike sparkle like it just rolled out of a dream. And when it's clean, it's time to check what's under the hood. 2. Oil is liquid gold, change it right. Think of oil as the lifeblood of your engine. Especially with high-performance machines, you can't afford to run on old or cheap oil. Use manufacturer-recommended full synthetic oil, this isn't the time to cut corners. Change it on schedule or even a bit earlier. Why? Because high-end engines operate at higher RPMs and tighter tolerances. Clean oil means smoother power, cooler temperatures, and fewer mechanical issues down the road. And while you're there, keep that attention going. Because what's underneath can tell you a lot about what's coming. 3. Tire TLC, where rubber meets the road. If your tires aren't perfect, your ride isn't safe. High-end bikes are built for speed, and every inch of grip matters. Check your tire pressure weekly. Use a quality digital gauge, and always check them cold. Look at tread wear. Check for cracks, embedded debris, and sidewall damage. These aren't just rubber circles, they're the foundation of your ride. Performance tires wear faster, and that's okay, what's not okay is ignoring them. Replace them before they scream for help. Because luxury riding means anticipating problems, not reacting to them. And speaking of anticipation, there's one system that could save your life and your ride. For brakes that breathe control, keep them sharp. Brakes aren't just for stopping, they're your control, your confidence, your command. High-end bikes demand premium braking performance, and you can't get that with worn pads or old fluid. Check brake pads for thickness and uneven wear. Inspect rotors for warping. Flush your brake fluid every 1 to 2 years, it absorbs moisture, and that spells disaster at high speeds. When your brakes are dialed in, your ride becomes an extension of your will. You don't just slow down, you glide into control. And once you're in control, you've earned the power to push limits. But is your chain ready for that? 5. The chain of command, lubrication and tension. This is the soul of your power transfer. A neglected chain is a disaster waiting to happen. Clean it every 300 to 600 miles with a proper chain cleaner, not WD-40. Lube it after a ride, so the heat helps it absorb deep into the links. Check your tension, too tight, and it wears your sprockets. Too loose, and it risks derailing. Align your rear wheel properly, and your ride will thank you with smoother acceleration and longer lifespan. Your chain doesn't just carry power, it carries prestige. And speaking of power, let's talk batteries. 6. Battery mastery, no surprises. There's nothing worse than walking up to your dream machine and hearing silence. Modern bikes rely heavily on electronics. A weak or dead battery isn't just annoying, it's embarrassing. Keep your battery charged with a trickle charger if you're not riding regularly. Check for corrosion at terminals and ensure all connections are snug. A healthy battery powers everything: your ride, your mood, your flow. And when your electronics are dialed in, it's time to check one last pro-level move most riders ignore. 7. Suspension settings. Ride like royalty. Your suspension is your connection to the road. It's what makes the ride feel silky on highways and planted on twisties. But here's the secret: it's adjustable. And if you're riding with factory settings, you're missing out. Dial in your preload, compression, and rebound based on your weight and riding style. Use tools. Use a suspension tuning guide. Or better yet, get it professionally set up. When your suspension is tuned to you, your ride transforms. It stops being just a bike and becomes your signature. But even when you've nailed all this, there's still one final move, and it separates good riders from great ones. The legacy, professional touch, and future-proofing. Pro-level maintenance isn't just DIY, it's knowing when to go expert. Annual dealership checkups, ECU diagnostics, valve adjustments, these aren't optional for high-end bikes. They're essential. You don't just maintain a luxury motorcycle, you invest in its future. Service records, receipts, and professional stamps don't just keep your machine humming, they boost resale value and respect. Because here's the truth: anyone can buy a dream. But maintaining it like a pro? That's the mark of someone living the life others only imagine. You now know the secrets, the routines, the mindset, the power moves of high-end bike maintenance. But this is just the beginning. Because next, we dive into how to upgrade your motorcycle like a millionaire without breaking the bank. Think carbon fiber. Think performance exhausts. Think turning heads every time you hit the street. So, are you ready to go from rider to legend? Subscribe to Virum Vision, because your ride deserves more than the road. It deserves greatness.